Hello, welcome to Cruise Shop Save. I'm Melissa. This is the place you go when you need cruise port information. If you're looking for free cruise port maps, shopping coupons, insider secrets, tips, tricks, everything, you name it, we've got a website. You can go and just click on all the ports and find out, wherever you go. And you can even fill out a form, tell me where you're cruising, and I'll find the maps for you and send them to you. And each week I interview someone really cool, someone who can help us cruise better and save time. And this week it's my wonderful friend, Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Melissa.
How are you?
I am terrific.
You look terrific. Tell
Thanks a
tell
lot.
us where you are.
I'm home. I'm on
Oh, you're
land.
not cruising. Oh my God.
No, soon, very soon.
Cruising soon. All right. So I love that you've agreed to come on the show. But we go back a very long way. We were just chatting before we went live there. And we figured out that I've known you for over 20 years, right?
It could even be over 30.
Do you think so? Oh my God, you're making me
Scary.
feel old. Yeah, because in
I
a different
usually
life.
say it's years.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, it was a different life. I lived in South Beach, Florida, and I was a life coach, and you were at the Chamber of Commerce, and you befriended me, and we had many a lovely lunch on Lincoln Road. But I was saying to you, I don't remember you ever saying that you were a cruiser back then. So you're just a recent. Well, you started. Tell everybody when. By the way, let's just say hello to everyone watching. Hi, everybody. If you can, drop a comment in the chat and just say hi. And if you've got any questions for myself or Wendy, just put them in the comments and we'll answer them. So back to the question. When did you start cruising? What
Well, it's
year?
kind of a long and winding road.
Okay.
In 1972, I went on my first cruise with a
Right.
girlfriend on Royal Caribbean, on the Nordic Prince, on a 2-week cruise where we were very bad girls. We we would
Oh
go
dear.
from bar to bar where they would serve us 2 drinks and then send us on our merry way to another
Okay.
bar where we would slough off to another bar and have another 2 drinks and then go sloughing off to
Wendy.
another bar and have another 2 drinks and slough off to another bar until they would watch us go up and down the stairs so that we wouldn't kill ourselves. It's a long
Oh my.
story. We were also bad other ways too. In the 70s, if you can imagine, there were other
Yeah.
bad things we did, but we had the most wonderful 2 weeks of our lives. And
Don't know
then,
if this.
and
Yeah.
then the next time we went cruising, where my husband and we did the
Yeah.
Windjammer tall ship cruise, and we
Right.
did 9 weeks of 2 weeks each, 4 different times
Oh
until we
wow.
hit a hurricane and we were let go home in St. Martin to eliminate
Right.
being in a hurricane. And
Oh
then,
my God.
unfortunately, the Windjammer Company went out of business due to a ship that was chased through Hurricane Gilbert
Yeah.
in the Gulf, and it went
Yeah.
down with the crew, and that was the end of their
Oh, that's
business.
tragic. That's
They were
tragic.
able to let
Yeah.
the passengers off, but the hurricane changed course, and they were not able to outrun it, and it
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
down with the crew, and
That's
the
tragic.
cost
Yeah.
of the lives of those people
Yeah.
cost them their business.
Yeah.
And
That's
what's
tragic.
happened
Yeah.
to the remaining ships is there's another company that purchased them that's now in business. I'm not sure. It's called the Island Windjammers now,
Oh, the island room jams. Yes. Yes. I'm
and they're in
familiar.
business now,
Yeah.
running that same sort of business now.
Yeah. And
Um,
windjammer cruising is completely different to your traditional cruising, isn't it? How is it different?
they're small, tall
Yeah.
ships that have between 65 and 125 passengers
Right.
and go to the very small islands. They take you to a little island. You go for a picnic and swimming, and it's absolutely marvelous.
Oh
We
wow.
absolutely loved those cruises. Plus, we learned all the leeward and
Yeah.
windward islands of the Caribbean
Yeah.
because it was just smashing. I mean, it was just
I
the
would love it.
absolute most wonderful kind
Yeah.
of cruising, and different than anything else that the commercial cruise lines do.
It's on my bucket list because I can just imagine, I've seen them, in my years working on cruise ships, I've seen them in the bay, and you can see just these little floats that come off and you can just get off the ship and swim, like
You can
get off and
dive right
swim,
off the ship
dive
and
right off the
swim.
ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fantastic.
idyllic.
Plus, they have uh, rum that they grog that they have at
Oh,
evening, and
nice.
the crew fishes off the ship, and you get
Oh,
fresh
fresh
fish in the
fish.
evening, and it's, oh my God, it's just absolutely unbelievable. And we
That
had the
is
most marvelous
amazing.
trips. And then what
Yeah,
happened was, for my
yeah,
parents' 40th wedding anniversary, the
yeah.
family went on a family cruise with 17 of us on a Carnival cruise that Seth, my husband, had to dress up every night in a tuxedo every night.
Right, right,
And it kind of turned him off to commercial cruising. So he said,
right,
never again.
right,
So we didn't go cruising ever again.
right.
And then for my retirement in 2019, my company gave me a 7-day cruise on Celebrity Cruise Lines.
Oh,
And
wow.
my initial reaction was, uh-oh, who's going to go with me? Seth will never go with me. He doesn't want to go on a commercial cruise anymore. And so I said to him, would you accompany me on this cruise? Because we can't give this up. It's too much of a wonderful opportunity. And he
Yeah.
said, I'll go. We had the most absolute wonderful time. And as a result of that cruise and the gambling we did on that cruise, we got many offers from Royal Caribbean during the
Wow.
pandemic.
Right.
And by the end of the pandemic, we had 23 free cruises
Oh my
booked on
God.
Royal Caribbean.
Oh my
And
God.
so on August of 21, we started cruising on Symphony of the Seas
Lovely.
they were all on Symphony.
Right.
On Symphony of the Seas, cruising on their free cruise offers. Well, what happens,
Wow.
it's like having a baby.
Yeah.
You gamble on that first free cruise, and on
Yeah.
the end of the week, on your bed is a certificate for another free cruise. So your
What?
23, yeah, your 23
Gosh.
cruises becomes 24 cruises, and your 24 cruises become 25 cruises, and
Oh,
so on and
wow.
so forth.
Right.
So our 23 cruises became 71 cruises. So
And can anybody do this? So is it
anybody
just that?
can do it. What happens is you are rewarded for gambling. So normal people
Right.
buy a room. But if you gamble, no,
Right.
seriously,
Right.
if you gamble, you earn points for the gambling, and the same
Oh,
prices that people pay for a room to the hotel, people pay to the casino in
right.
slot machines and at table games.
Oh my
So
God. I love
it
that.
it may wind up that you even pay more in the casino,
Well,
but
yeah, I
you
was just gonna say,
earn the
yeah.
room for the gambling.
So it's like Vegas. Like in
Yeah,
Vegas, you earn the drinks, and actually, some people do get free hotel rooms, right?
absolutely. So it's the same
Oh,
thing. And
so
it's lots of fun, and you have a good time, and
yeah.
you get your room for free.
Oh,
It's not free.
wow.
It's not free, but it
I know what you
sounds
mean.
like it's for free.
But it's
And
fun. I
so
mean, if you like gambling, that's fun.
it's absolutely fun, and it's wonderful. And so that's how we have been traveling on the casino, and it's been loads of fun, and we've had a great time. And Seth has been living with a casino in his basement.
Yeah.
And I've been traveling
Yeah.
and doing my thing and just having a great time on the cruises. And I've
Oh
been
my
doing other
God.
things. And it's just,
I
I mean, I spend a little time in the casino, but not like he
Not
does.
much. Yeah.
And it's great. If I did, we couldn't, because we don't have that kind of money. So, it's just been
Yeah.
fun. So
Oh
it's
my
been
gosh.
great.
So this is amazing. So do you guys have a budget? You
Oh,
have to have a
absolutely. You
cutoff.
have
Yeah.
to. If you don't, and you have to have a budget two ways, not
Yeah.
just for the money, but for the eating. Because if you don't have for the eating, you turn into a balloon. And at first, Seth gained a lot of weight, and then he tried to figure out how he was going to handle that.
Yeah.
So one of the ways we've handled that is we don't eat bread and we don't eat desserts.
Right.
So that's the
Good
other
tip.
way we've handled,
Yeah.
our eating budget. So
Yeah. Oh, because I mean, it is a well-known fact that your clothes do shrink at sea.
oh yeah.
So, so you've got all your entertainment because you guys are retired now, right? Yeah, you guys are retired,
Seth
right?
reminded me to say the cruises
Yeah.
are not completely free. You pay taxes and port charges, so
Oh, okay. You have to pay
that's
the
a
taxes up.
necessary reminder
Wow.
to people who are
I mean,
listening.
thank you very much, and tell Seth thank you very much for that reminder. But like, I mean, if you like gambling and you get to travel, you get to see all the shows, right?
Yep, yep.
You meet all the crew,
Everything is included the same way as a regular passenger. And
right?
the other reminder is that we also pay gratuities to the people who are
Right,
service people, and
right.
that's a big reminder because the service people on these cruises
Oh
are
yeah,
really that's Royal's sweet spot.
yeah.
The service people on Royal Caribbean will go over and over and
Wow,
above everything.
wow.
They make everything right on the cruise, and that they'll
They
do
do.
anything that makes
Wow,
everything right. It's just
wow.
incredibly wonderful.
It is. I mean, yeah,
So,
I worked on Royal Caribbean and the crew were amazing and people used to come back to Royal Caribbean all the time and the food is good and the entertainment's good and the casinos are good. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting tip. And once we finish this interview, I will make sure we get this information out to people because I mean, that is such a good. So this one cruise has given birth to many, many cruises. But so you were on Symphony of the Seas quite some time. But then how come you end up on, because I know you've cruised on Allure recently and you're going on this next cruise ship. How come you've changed?
Well, we wanted to see the other ships. We've been on 9.
Right.
So it's been wonderful because you want to make a change, although our future holds a lot of time on Symphony because we kind of look at her as our home. So
Yeah.
what's going to happen for our future is we're doing November on Explorer. We're
Right.
doing December 3 weeks. We're going to do Symphony again because she's
Nice.
coming home to Miami next week, actually.
Right.
She's been
Nice.
away for a very, very long time.
Uh-huh.
And the only reason we're not heading right back to Symphony is because we're doing the November trip on Explorer.
Gotcha.
We had that booked. Otherwise, we'd probably
Yeah.
be on Symphony.
Right.
And then we're going to be on Symphony January, February, March, and April consecutively, back to back to back to back. We're going to just really live aboard because we've
That's
missed her
fantastic.
so much. So it's like we're going home. And
It's
we're just going
amazing.
to stay on board for all 4 months. And we're
Wow.
just looking forward to it so much because not only are we going to be on board, but the end of December, we hit the top of the loyalty
Yes.
for Royal.
Right.
We've been running around saying we're pinnacles in training. We call ourselves
Right.
pits. We're pits, pinnacles in training. And now at the end of the year, we finally hit pinnacle. So January, when we board, we will be installed into the Pinnacle Club. So for the 4 months we're on board, we will be pinnacles. And that should be fun.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
it'll mean a couple of extra benefits that we haven't taken advantage of,
Right.
and that'll be a fun time for us. And then after April, we're going to do a couple of trips on Oasis, and then we're doing one other ship. I think we're going back on Allure.
Okay.
So
Nice.
I'm looking forward to Oasis because Oasis in the Aqua show has
Yes.
80s music. And people have been begging me to go see that show. And for somehow I have
80s
been
music.
doomed. I've
Yes.
gotten out
Good
to the
decade.
Aqua Theater twice. And one time the show got canceled because somebody got hurt just as the show started,
Oh,
and
no.
they had to cancel it. And they
Yeah.
said they would let you come back. And then when I came back that night, it was too the water was too rough to have the aqua
Oh,
show. So
no.
it was too close to the end of the cruise to catch it
Right.
again. So
Shoot.
and then we weren't back on Oasis again. So
Oh,
I've
yeah.
missed it. So now we're going to go back on
Yeah.
Oasis, and I'll get to see the aqua show.
Oh, good.
So I've been
Amazing.
looking forward to
Amazing.
that.
I
And then
mean, the
Allure.
shows. Yeah. Sorry. Go
Go,
on.
go ahead. On Allure,
Yeah.
it's Mamma Mia, the show. And
Oh,
my girlfriend, who's here, who does production for them, a girl named Mandy, is the person who produced Mamma Mia for them originally.
right.
I'm going to see Mamma Mia. And when I'm on Allure, I see every performance of Mamma Mia, except the ones that are at dinner time.
Oh, I
So
love
I'm
it.
looking
You get
forward
to
to that.
dance in the aisles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
So
Love it. Yeah, I saw the Avatar show in
They
London.
might call you from
Seen
downstairs
it
when the
twice.
mailman comes. So look at
take it on.
Okay.
Yeah, so okay, so it's safe to say that you are a very experienced cruiser. You're a Pitts. I love that. You're the pinnacle in training for Royal Caribbean. So what tips do you have for someone who's just thinking about cruising or is a new cruiser? What would you say are your top 3 tips?
Well, here's what I wrote it down.
Okay,
Pack light, coordinate your outfits
right.
so
Good
that
tip.
you can wear things multiple times and that everything matches everything.
Yeah,
Excuse me, take advantage of everything the cruise line has to offer, shows,
right.
everything. If they
Yeah,
have ice shows, see the ice shows, water
yeah,
shows, see the water
yeah,
shows, see the comedians, see the
yeah,
music, see the everything.
yeah.
Stay hydrated. The worst
Oh,
thing you
yeah,
can do to yourself is get
yeah,
dehydrated because it is painful.
yeah,
So don't eat too much and don't drink too much, even
yeah,
though you'll be tempted, because that is
yeah.
also painful.
It
Make
is. Yeah,
friends because people are wonderful. And sometimes
they are.
you'll find people that'll be lifetime friends. It's
It's
like,
true.
I can't tell you what happened. This weekend, I spent time connecting with all the people I've made friends with to tell them to watch the show. And I'll bet there are a whole bunch of them. Hi, guys, who are
Yes,
watching
if
to
you're
see
watching,
me.
say hi in the comments. Yeah, yeah.
And take ducks because
Oh,
you will feel left
yeah.
out if you don't. People
Yeah.
hide ducks, and they're the most wonderful thing to have with you because kids love them and people love them. On
It's
the
true.
Oasis ships of Royal, you'll see everybody in the Central Park looking for them day and night, going
Yeah.
through all the plants everywhere looking for ducks. And you'll know they're looking for ducks. So you say, "Are you looking for ducks?" And you can hand them one, but make sure you have ducks.
Deborah says hi. And
Hi,
Christine says
Deborah.
hi, Wendy. Christine is here as well. And Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Christine. Thanks for watching. And then just going back to this duck, because I got this great picture. This is how you find it, right? It's got a tag on it and it's got the
Uh-huh.
date.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. And so, just so everybody knows what we're talking about. Oh, hang on. Someone else is here to say hi. Oh, Sue.
Hi,
I'll
Sue.
see you on Symphony.
Yeah, she's going to see me December 1st. So is Chris. Chris is on that cruise too.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Please. I wish I was coming. Send me a ticket. I'll come.
But you make lifetime friends. So make
True.
friends, people who you'll love forever.
It's true.
Chris provides me with my ducks. So
All right. So going back to the ducks, it's this phenomenon. Now, so you look for ducks. Ducks are hidden, but who hides the ducks?
people hide ducks. Not only do they hide ducks, but ducks are magic. You'll see a parent with a really fussy child, and they can't do anything to make the child quiet. And you can walk over and hand the child a duck, and suddenly the child is completely silent, and the parent will look up at you and say, "What are you, a witch? Are you a magician? How did you get my child to quiet?" And it was just the duck. The duck is magic. So it's the most wonderful thing you've ever seen. Or when you're in the dining room, you'll see kids and you can just walk over and put a duck in front of them and suddenly their face will light up. It's the most magical thing in the whole wide world. It's just a smile maker. It makes smiles on people. It makes smiles on kids. And that's the whole thing. This is a smile maker. And it's a cruising duck. And then online, it's the most amazing thing. If you're on the cruising ducks on the online, you'll see people go nuts. They bejewel them. Seth, the door. The people bejewel them. They do unbelievable things. So it's like incredible.
I'm looking for them now. I'm going to try and cruising.
Seth, can you hear me?
I'm in
the
the
door.
group.
So
Cruising ducks. Yeah, I found it here. Okay, so here's the link. Do you know how many people are in this group?
In the cruising ducks thing?
Yeah.
Or in there are thousands. Group. Absolute thousands.
There's the link, guys, for the cruising ducks group. It's amazing. There are 290,000 people in this group. It's insane. And they've all got little tags on them, and people, I mean, it's just, and is it just Royal Caribbean, or do other cruise lines do this?
All the cruise lines do it, all of them.
Okay.
And the most amazing thing that I ever saw happen this year is that Disney stopped, is discouraging having the ducks.
Why?
You would think of all of them, Disney would be the one that encourages them. Disney is discouraging hiding ducks.
Disney is weird, though. I worked on Disney for a bit.
They're not denying them, they're discouraging it.
What?
Go figure.
That's bizarre.
Go figure.
Anyway, we're not talking about
so those were my tips. I wrote them down.
Oh, that's good. Oh, Fraser's here. Hi, Fraser. Good to see you. Are you home or are you on a cruise? Fraser's someone else he cruised for a whole year.
Wow.
And I think you're back cruising, Fraser. I have to get you on the show. I'll message you. Thanks for if anyone's watching this, if you're not following Fraser, you should. He's also cruises a lot.
Wow.
Cool. So these are your tips, and then I just love you. You're very supportive. People ask questions in my group, and you're there to help. And you're super helpful. You're super fun. You've got great attitude. And we do a jewelry giveaway every month. Okay, so here Fraser says he's home now. Got back from Pinot Avia at the weekend and spending some time at home. Okay, cool. I'm assuming there's going to be a video for Pinot Avia. If so, please let me know and please share it in the group, please. Fraser, thank you. Fraser cruises a lot too. Yeah. And we do this jewelry giveaway each month, and you just got a lucky charm or something. You've won twice. So tell everybody what you've won.
I won a beautiful whale. Yeah. That must be from Alaska because it's like an Alaskan whale. Yeah. That is absolutely beautiful, silver, and what do they call this?
Larimar.
Larimar, right? Yeah. And it's beautiful. Yeah. And then in September, you had these incredible Glow of the Caribbean earrings, and it was just so amazing. I was so focused on these earrings.
I know you were.
I made sure that every single time that they were being raffled, it was for the whole month. I put, I want to win the Glow of the Caribbean earrings. Yeah. And I was there every single time. And on Sundays, you had a special time. I made sure on Sundays I was there. I want to win the Glow of the Caribbean earrings. So on the last day, it was the last day of September, I made sure I was there. And then I said, I was sitting in the Schooner Bar playing trivia on we were on Freedom, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting next to my partner who I've been playing with, Deborah, I had a partner on that ship too. I was Deborah's partner on Explorer playing trivia.
Yeah.
I had a partner on Freedom, and I was sitting there. I'm going, I got to get a hold of Melissa and find out who won the September raffle. And I go, who won the September raffle? And she goes, you did. And I went, I won the earrings. I was so excited.
I know. I mean, yeah, you were everywhere because all you have to do is just say you want to win. Like we didn't do a raffle this month because I went away and I didn't get organized enough. But I'm sorry, October we didn't do one, but we're going to do one this month, and I think you'll be pleased. And all you got to do is every time we do a live like this, is put in the comments, "I want to win." So we're going to do that again. And if you're not careful, it'll be Wendy again.
Nope. I have won all the jewelry I need.
Oh,
Now
well,
I'm
you haven't
done.
seen.
Everybody else has
what
a
we're
chance
doing.
now. Everybody has a chance. But these are just so wonderful. I absolutely
beautiful.
love them. So
They look
yeah,
good on you. And the
very
uniqueness
excited.
about them is that they have got a patented cut. They're cut and set in a patented design, let's say, in technology. And I interviewed Bill, who owns the company, as the nicest man in jewelry. I always call Bill and Sonia, his wife. They actually live in St. Kitts, and they glow in the dark. So they
sent me
light.
the light to make them glow.
Oh, the
So,
little torch.
yeah.
Ah, yes, you can shine the torch on it and you can make it. Yeah, really, really cool. I'm so glad you won, and I'm so glad you love them. Oh,
I do. I love them.
She says she remembers. She remembers. That's so funny that you're on our ship. And so you're going on the 14th of November on the Explorer of the Seas.
Yeah.
And you were saying to me that you're going to the Southern Caribbean, the Little Islands. And I
Yep.
said to you, what does that mean, the Little Islands? I'd never heard of that.
I have a problem. I'll give you a holler.
Well, we're going to St. Kitts and Nevis. We're going
to say hi to Bill.
Yeah.
You
We're going to, I think St. John Seth on the phone, so now I don't have it. I know we're going to St. Do I get the phone back or no?
You said Castries, St. Lucia. I think I remember you saying.
St. Lucia. St. Lucia,
Nice.
where we've been before, which is beautiful. And what we are going to that's not little, although we're going to Haiti, we're going to San Juan.
Oh, lovely.
So
yeah, I love San Juan.
Yeah, I think that's it. Those four.
Will you do me a favor when you get to St. Lucia? Will you go if you're docked in Point Seraphine? You know, when you get off the ship, the shops are right there.
Yeah.
Will you go into Ingrid Bagshaw's boutique? You'll love it. You'll love it.
Okay.
And Jaira, who used to work for me on ships, she used to work on ships. She's amazing. Go in and say hi from me. This is Ingrid Bagshaw, and she's got beautiful textiles and clothing, really bright colors. You will love it, and everybody watching, you will love it, because you know a lot of the times you go to these Caribbean islands and it's a lot of stuff that's made in China. Well, this is different. So Ingrid Bagshaw, she's a textile artist, in fact, and her father was a textile artist, and her father actually designed the St. Lucian flag of independence, the Bagshaws.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she's the daughter, and she's took over the business, and the store is stunning. I'll link a video to this video so people can find it. But please, if you are docked in Point Seraphine, please go in and say hi to Jaira.
Cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
I will do it.
Oh, I love
I
it.
will do
Thank
it.
you so much for agreeing to talk to me today, because I know you're a very busy lady packing for your next cruise. Right.
And anticipating it, because I can't wait.
Do you ever unpack?
Oh yes, we do. We absolutely unpack, because I otherwise we got to air everything out so that it's ready for the next cruise.
I love it. I love it. And you don't fly, right? Because you live in South Florida. So
No, that's part of the reason why we've stayed in the Caribbean. If we would fly, we'd do the Med. So if we get to the point where we're going to fly, we will do the Med.
Well, you know where to find me for all your maps and all the information.
Absolutely.
I'm here. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, thank you so much for your time, Wendy. I really appreciate it. And
you're so welcome.
If we get any more questions, then I'll let you know. But I'll see you in the group because you're always in the group. So I'll
I
see you in
am,
the
because
group,
I
right?
love to support you.
Oh, thank you. And I really appreciate it. Yeah. So anyone watching this, we do have a private Facebook group where people get instant maps and tips and coupons and stuff like that. But
That's
yeah,
what friends are for.
that's what friends are for. Yes. Good to see you again and good chatting.
I love you.
Thanks, Wendy. Take care. Bye.
Bye.